Welcome back, welcome back. You already know. How's this nice outside? But it feel like winter. This should be killing me, man. What a nice ass looking day out. But it's cold. But it's still nice out, you know what I mean? It's still nice. Definitely gotta say that. Hope you guys having a good day. Hope everybody learned something today, did something productive. If not, hopefully you thought about it. That's the beginning of everything, right? Just thinking about it. Then you gotta try to execute it. What I realized about trying to execute in life is a lot of times it's emotional. You feel like you can't do it, but it's more like you don't want to go through the emotional pain of going through it. Most people know the decisions they want to make, and we stay in the situations we're in because we know it's going to take pain. Not having certain friends that you grew up with or whatever. A lot of people can't imagine being around somebody for so long and then letting these people go. A lot of people, they don't even really care about letting them go. They just know that person knows everything about them, so they be scared they're gonna tell their little secrets and shit. And that's the point of why I love that I found the Lord, because one, you're gonna fucking not care. Period. No matter what it is. That's the whole point of forgiveness and redemption. You fucked up, and then you said, I'm not doing that no more, I'm changing. That's it. I'm not gonna be that person no more. Care how long it takes or whatever. I'm just gonna stop. I'm eventually gonna figure out how to not be this. And a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't want to see other people be forgiven because they don't forgive them no matter what it is, even if they didn't do the thing they think they did. Now, I've come to find out a lot in this life. Some people don't always know what's going on, and a lot of people do know what's going on when it comes to bad things happening to each other. Some people, they don't do it intentionally. I've noticed a lot of people have hurt other people because they thought the person was hurting them. Like, perfect example. I remember I met a chick that she believed with all of her heart that her man was cheating on her, but come to find out in the fact of, nah, he really wasn't. But she cheated on him because she was convinced all the so evidence and her gut feeling, which sometimes you got to go with your gut feeling and you do have to go with the evidence, but you should have strong evidence, not just, oh, he misses dinner or he's late or he's acting different. Well, you've been with somebody for so long, you expect them to be the same the whole time? You expect them never to miss dinner? Expect them never to not want to, run into a situation randomly and be like, oh, you know what, I think my wife loves me enough or my girl loves me enough where I'm going to just go out and she's not going to think I'm cheating. Same thing with women. I ain't saying that it don't go both ways, because it does. We all do good things, we all do bad things, But like I said, I realized it's how a lot of shit starts. It's like I realize hatred or negative feelings towards people always start very small. It's always something small that grows and grows, and it's usually because one person won't say how they feel. Now, it's not up to the person that doesn't know to figure out how you feel about them so they can change. No, that's stupid. No one's a mind reader. But I've realized a lot of people that get mad at me won't just say the things they really want to say that, make them mad at me. They're always blaming on something else, like the way you say it. You say it in a certain way, or you're aggressive, or I don't care how I say something. Is it the fucking truth? I understand it might hurt your feelings, but if I say it nice, it's still the truth, and it still should hurt your feelings. Because, alright, let's say if you're a thief, what the fuck is a good way to call you a thief? You know what I mean? Like, why should I make you feel good? If you're whatever in the world, if it's a bad thing, it's a bad thing. You get called that because that's what you got caught doing. Names are not just names. Names are actions. Names are what describe your actions. 3. And that's what people don't understand about, I guess, name calling. It ain't name calling, it's action calling. I'm calling your actions out. And a lot of people don't like to be seen because, they got the mask up. And they built, probably for years, this mask. And who likes to have their self exposed? Nobody. That's a liar. Nobody that's a non-liar or a truthful person. Like, you know how many truthful people I know in the world? I don't personally know them, but I've heard them say, like, yeah, I don't tell the truth about everything in my life. It's nobody's fucking business. Like, they don't talk about their relationship. They don't talk about how much money they have. They don't talk about whatever it is they don't want people to know. Because it's their right. They don't lie about it. They'll tell you, I don't talk about that. And you'll ask why, and they'll say, because I don't like to. And then you'll try to press it, and it'll be like, hey, yo, leave that alone. And then, that's it. And you'll keep trying to fish, and then they'll walk away. Now, that should be respected in certain ways. And I know I respect that in certain ways, because if somebody doesn't agree with me or whatever, and they have their own belief or whatever, I'm like, you're entitled to have that. Just, for me, it's like back it up and at least try to prove it, because maybe you might be right and, I might be wrong, and you might be the one to explain it to me and make it make sense. But, I come to find out a lot of people don't know why they believe, or sometimes even don't know why they do things. And I realized it's because a lot of people are not self-aware. Like that last video I was talking about with the animals looking in the mirror. Self-awareness is a very deep thing, and it goes beyond just looking in the mirror. Self-awareness, that's the first stage, you know what I mean? Like, that's not even the first stage. Feeling, like, you know what I mean? When you feel, you can feel the cold air, you can feel yourself breathing, you can move and feel. As soon as you move, as soon as anything comes within your vicinity, you feel it. You know what I mean? That's your first self-awareness. You can feel you're alive. Then, because you feel things, you think. Get it? You think instantly. No matter what you feel, oh, it's cold, it's hot, it's what, you know what I mean? So that's the second layer. Then your brain works and all the sensories of what is this feeling, the thinking and the process of decoding what the fuck's going on in your reality. That's, you know what I mean? And then it keeps going. The look in the mirror is damn near the last one. But it ain't the last one. Spiritual self-awareness. Higher self-awareness. That's understanding the natural things that are here. Like when you have in your mind, there's nothing concrete, and it's just nothing. No, it's all anything. It's random. well, then your brains, to me, is you're not going to be able to understand these spiritual things because you can't have the concrete and the non-physical and put them together. And I don't understand how people, because I didn't get brought up like everybody, so that's how I get why, you have your way of thinking and whatever. And everybody's not exposed to everything and won't be. This is why we grow up and search for other people and we get intrigued by their knowledge and shit. Because we're like, whoa, I think of things like this, but I never heard this before. Talk, sound the horns. Now, when it comes to new information, especially with your life and how you think life is supposed to be, cognitive dissonance will set in. And that means when somebody tells you your reality ain't real and it's different, it could be different than what you see and feel it is, then you're not going to want to believe it, because who's going to want to really sit there and be like, wait up, the things I think I believe in the most is fake? That hurts you. It makes you question yourself and how much power you even really have. How self-aware are you if you could be lied to that easily? But it ain't really easily, because if it was easy, I ain't skip that. It ain't easy to make people believe things. It's not easy. If it was, everybody do it, right? So this is why I say, with this new supposed life, everybody, like, it's a new day. Well, it is new in a way because we're doing things differently. But the sun's still the sun, the water's still, wet. And all these natural things that are going to make you feel things. Get it? You're not getting over that. That the reality my father built, we can play around in it and say, it's a new reality now. We can do whatever we want. Sure you can. Sure you can. Sure you can go outside the way he designed relationships and stay happy. Sure you can. How good does that have been working? See, I like to look back in the past and test things by looking in the future and say, everyone in the world is the guinea pig. And as long as they're all doing it before I do it, and I watch their life fuck up, then I'll know if it's right or wrong. See, I use everything and everyone as an experiment for my life. And ever since I was a kid, I was taught that. So before I did anything with my friends and shit, I always was the last one. Because I wanted to see what the fuck it would do to them. I was the fucking last to have sex. I was the last to fucking get in trouble hustling and chilling and fighting. And why? Because I always watch. Yeah, you do it first, dog. You jump off that cliff first and prove to me you can fly. You do it first. You go do it first. You do that and you do it. And I always watch. That's why I loved being a younger man that paid attention to older people. And I'm glad I met certain older people in my life that made me value these things of, not being first. Being alright with being second or last. Because you get to watch how people get it done. And then you can see how it's done, and then you can duplicate it by doing what they did. Now, if they don't do it the right way, by looking at their life, seeing how it ends up, well, then they're not fucking doing the right thing, because did they get what they wanted? Or are they still chasing that? I'm only talking about relationships. Now, that can go deeper into many and everything. And like I said, the world's changed where, relationships has changed now. A lot of men and women, I ain't gonna just leave women out, because I know y'all gonna just think this is just bashing y'all. Nah. Men, the world changed. Women can go to work now, and some women are tough now, but when I think about it, when the fuck didn't women have to go to work? They always had to go to work. Raising a family back in the, what, 30s and the 20s and 1800s and all that, that's fucking work. That's hard work. It's not like they was just chilling. There was no goddamn easy bake ovens and wasn't stoves, nigga. Wasn't no indoor plumbing, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? You know how much work a woman had to actually clean up the house back in the day, nigga? Scrubbing the floor with her fucking hands on her knees, dog. I don't understand that shit. See, I know about that because I had my grandmother, and my grandmother taught my mom old school. So my mom, you know what I mean, before she started getting into all the modern shit and say, this is some bullshit, I'm done with scrubbing hands and knees and all that. My mom used to do it, so I do it. When I scrub my floor, I don't use a mop. I get a brush, and I scrub the fucking floor on my hands and knees like a fucking real motherfucker from the old school. And I get that shit clean. And people always look like, yo, why don't you get a mop? No. I'm gonna do it old school. Then they see me walking around and, you know, running around and shit, and they're like, damn, bro, how are you doing that? Ain't even like I'm really in shape. I don't work out anymore. I gotta start working out. It's the winter. I hate when the winter comes, I don't like working out. That's some bullshit. Gotta go for the gym for that shit, you know what I mean? But now the summer coming back, I'm about to start working out, eating right again and all that good shit. You know what I mean? And to me, that's the beginning of how to work out. I use cleaning the floor to work out, cleaning my house, doing whatever, regular shit. Doing things the harder way used to make people in shape. But you know, keep doing it the easy way. Use your vacuum cleaner. Use your mop. Get it done real quick, 5 minutes. That's all you need to do. You don't need to be down there scrubbing that shit for at least 45 minutes, half an hour, getting it done, getting it in. Nah, you don't need to do that, you know what I mean? You gotta make it easy. That's what we got these things for. We gotta make it easy for ourselves because life is easier now, right? Because you made it easy for yourself. Or are you lazier and you have no actual physical strength and you could barely protect yourselves and, you know, you feel like fucking shit after just going home from work? I know I do. That's why I do these things, to keep myself feeling a little bit more in shape. The better we make and easier we make life, the worse our bodies get unless we take care of them. And this is why I say, yes, things have changed, but you know, your body didn't. The way my father made things didn't change. So we could play around and, you know, we could look at like I said about looking at people and watching how they look at your grandmother's life, look at your mother's life, look at your father's life, and realize they're the ones that they got taught this in the beginning, and now we're the older generation and we're smack dead in the middle of this is the lifestyle, this is the life. We didn't make this up. They didn't make it up, probably. The whole reality of it is, it doesn't matter who made it up or why it's here. It's here, and we're the generation that are now bred up on it and don't even realize, wait up, like a couple years ago, 50 years ago, people didn't live like this. Now, was life better? I don't really know, because, you know, I hear stories about back in the day, you know, like I said, knuckle sandwiches to the wives and wives cheating on dudes, and people don't even know if their kids are their kids, and there was no pregnancy test back then. So, you know, a lot of dudes was taking care of kids that it's not theirs, like today. I'm not gonna get into that. I don't want to do y'all women like that right now, but it's the truth though. But it's like really hardcore like that, like, and this is the thing that I mean about getting used to this new way of life. Everybody's got these high value needs, and everybody wants to be Captain Joe Schmo, the fucking king of the world. And it ain't never been like that. Most niggas is always average. Most women ain't even nowhere near as what they think they are. And the women that do have this money and shit, I'm so sad for them that are like, they don't have relationships and shit. Not saying they just automatically deserve one, because they could be shitty people too. But it must really burn to, like, you succeed in life and do the whole feminist thing, and you do succeed at it and get a good job, and you're looking at every man around you and you're like, you're a bum ass nigga compared to me. And then you're like, wait up, but I want a husband. That's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. Like you fight to be better than men your whole life. You get better than men and then say, ah shit, I want to be with a man, but I'm better than every man I am around. So now I'm too good to be with any man. That's gotta fucking burn. That would piss me off.